The times are changing as they always do, especially in the world of Rust, and one of the upcoming changes to the game is a refresh to the hardcore game mode. Over on the staging branch, there's a new compass item to help you find your direction as there's no HUD element for this. And when we open our map, you can see there is a new fog of war. I've explored a little bit of it already, and I have my speed set really high so we can fly around. And you can see as you discover new parts of the map, it unveils itself instead of having no map at all or being able to see the map. And I'm not exactly sure how this works, so feel free to correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that hardcore maps are blocked on sites like Battlemetrics. So I think that if this is something that finds success on the hardcore game mode, it could potentially in the distant future move over into vanilla as we've seen with the new Outpost respawn feature. But this is just a suggestion of mine, and that's all we know so far about the changes coming to hardcore. There's also some other pretty interesting things that have been happening, like server tags being added so we can see the team size before joining, new modding prefabs being added to give map creators much more freedom with controlling AI. Mr. Pikachu is back spamming again with some junk I don't understand. I think it has something to do with trying to fix projectile invalids, or maybe just something with projectiles in general. If you think you stand a chance at understanding what he's saying, you can go take a look at it for yourself. The small oil refinery will now behave like a furnace or a campfire, giving you another source of comfort in the harsh world of Rust. The research table is now able to be picked up with items inside of it, making it much easier to place it outside your base for a moment, research something, and grab it real quick. There's been a bug for a while if your head is clipping through the floor that players outside can see your name tag, and this is going to be fixed soon. There's been some fixes and adjustments to the new deployable snapping feature, most notably on the shipping container skin. You can see it moves up and down a little bit to adjust to the base skin. There's some more changes coming to the auto turrets. Miniguns inside of them will now have a wind-up period before they can shoot, and if they find another target within a 10-second period, they will continuously shoot. Otherwise, it will turn off and recycle. And this also applies when using it in an attack helicopter or if you are controlling the auto turret from a computer station. And there's also a bunch of optimizations that'll be coming to auto turrets once this releases. The visual for the no building zone now extends up into the air the closer you get to it, and if you are in the air, it also has a visualization there. There's a bunch of static objects inside safe zones that have been updated so that if you accidentally or purposefully smack them, you won't get obliterated by turrets. The flickering on flares has been reduced and completely removed if you have limit flashing enabled in your options. Movement speed reduction from any pieces of armor has been added to their descriptions, and a new autosave feature has been added to paintings so that you no longer have to manually save, and there's also 3 new commands that you can see on screen that have been added for admins. There's also 2 new commands for players, one that you can bind to a key to set a marker at your current position, and another one to clear them. It's a bit confusing to set a keybind up for this since it's a true-false command, but maybe we'll get an explanation for an easy way to do this once they release in the blog. And if you're an admin that uses the invisible command, there's an icon that's been set up so you can tell when it's enabled or disabled. And the final news for this week is you're going to be honking horns on the tugboat soon, and a sneak peek into the Naval update was dropped on the Face Punch YouTube channel, which you might have seen in the most recent blog update. And based off what I've been reading for the past few weeks in the commits, these are going to be unique building blocks for the player to build ships that they can drive around in the water, as well as a new trawler ship, a scientist patrol rib, and a new floating city. There's also a collaborative DLC between Rust and Warhammer 40,000 that will be introducing a new gun skin, a pilot hazmat suit, and potentially the first skin for a code lock.